How's it going, gang? Chris Cart's back. Private signing return time. I've got 5 envelopes in front of me today. We are going to open them all, find out who I recently paid to sign some cards for me. And our first return is going to be from Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson signed the 89 Upper Deck card for my set. And hopefully, let's flip this over. He will have also signed the 87 Topps card as well. The Future Stars card, the iconic Bo Jackson card. 89 Upper Deck right there. Looks great. Let's go ahead and flip that over off camera so you guys don't see my real last name. Like it matters. If you've been paying attention over the last 4 or 5 years, you probably know my last name. Bo Jackson, there it is. Nice return from him. Obviously, not a private signer or not a TTMer. You need to get Bo from a private signing, and he doesn't do too many private signings, so I'm really happy to get these done with the Beckett authentication for each card, which I believe was $16. Yep, there it is. Came out to $143 a card. So there you guys go, Bo Jackson. There's the authentication hologram on the back from Beckett, and they came out great. Glad to get these done for my set. Kind of a tough pill to swallow, pretty expensive, but if you want to get them done, you got to pay the freight. So let's move on to our second private signing return. All right, gang, here we go. Here's another private signing return from Dallas. And we have Fred Lynn. Fred Lynn, awesome. He does TTM, but he just sends back a blue index card with his signature on it. So if you're looking for a signature, you're in luck. But if you want him on a card, you've got to pay the man. He came out to $53 a card, thereabouts. That's with 2 inscriptions. The inscriptions were $20 a piece. 9-time All-Star and 84 Topps. 75 AL MVP on the 87 Topps, and the 89 Upper Deck card. Just a plain Jane signature. No inscription on that. They came out great. Glad to get these done for my sets. And if you're wondering, yes, 74, 84, 87, and 89 Upper Deck. Those are the sets I chase. So if you see a bunch of those cards returned, that is why. Nice return from Fred Lynn. Awesome player back in the day. Let's move on to our third private signing return. All right, next one's from Arizona. Let's try to clean off this mouse pad a little bit. It's got a little bit of, man, that's always been on there. As much as I've tried to keep this clean, I don't know how to get it off. I've tried. I've used soap, water. Phoenix, Arizona, our third return. There's my K9 stamp. Come on, Chris, get it together. Let's rip this open, find out who we have. Let's find out where I can rip this safely from. A little piece there. Usually ship my private signing cards in card savers, because they are flexible. They will go through the mail. And we've got George Ortel, 1985 Kansas City World Series champion with the Royals, of course, including being called safe on obviously out call, a squib to the first baseman, and Don Deckinger, the first base umpire, called him safe when he was clearly out. That was a crucial call in that series, and he was $30 a card for this private signing. He does not sign through the mail at all. And he's got a card in every one of my sets. So $120 to set me back. Ouch, that hurts. But got them all done. Of course, I did not get any of these inscribed because of the cost. Even though it would have been cool to get 85 World Series champion on the 87 Topps card or the 84 Topps card. And, of course, his Major League debut on the 74 Topps card. But that didn't happen. So, George Ortel, let's move on, guys, to our next return. All right, gang. Our fourth return. Kansas City here. Got this a couple of months ago. Let's find out who we have, and we've got thanks. That's what my index card looks like when I'm paying money for the signature here. For whoever is running the private signing, we got a 74 Topps here, a Kansas City Royal. I believe this is going to be Freddie Patek. Freddie Patek, who was a Royal for 9 of his 14 years, 5'5", one of the smallest baseball players of his time. In fact, of his time, he was the smallest player. Freddie Patek does not do TTMs. He did a few years ago and charged $15. This private signing was $15, so whatever. But he hasn't had a successful return in quite a while. Freddie Patek, very nice to get this back. 2-time All-Star. Good little player back in the day. Let's move on now to return number 5. Now, my next return, our final return here, has the Yogi Berra stamp, which I usually reserve for sending off to the stadium or sending off to an active player, but I ran out of my K9 stamps, which signified my returns as private signing. So I used the Yogi Berra stamp until I could pick up some new stamps, which I did. I will be using the endangered species stamp going forward for my private signing SASE. And we've got Lance McCullers back here. On an 89 upper deck, he has 2 cards in 89 upper deck, the high number and low number. There he is with a Yankees inscription of his years as a Yankee. And let's just go ahead and get all this sticker and stuff off these cards. All right, here we go. Yankees, 1989 to 90 that says, or 92, I can't read it. And then, of course, Padres, 94 or 85 to 88. And MLB debut on the 87 Topps card. So 3 inscriptions for Lance McCullers, father of course, Lance McCullers Jr., who pitches for the Astros. He was a nice, simple $15 a piece. So probably $10 plus $5 for the inscription. So I went nuts on the inscriptions. I did not know what to have him inscribed. So I'm like, well, let's just give him his dates when he was on that card, on what team he was on that card. So I thought that was kind of interesting. So. And, of course, the Major League debut, I like to make sure that's on the card, of course, that he's actually made his Major League debut on. So I would not want his Major League debut inscription on like a Yankee card when he made his debut with the Padres and so on and so forth. So I got these little rules I make myself for my sets that I'm collecting, as I mentioned earlier, 84 Topps, 87 Topps, 74 Topps, and 89 Upper Deck. So there you guys see it, the haul for this week's or this month's private signing return. I think this is number 13. 13 of these I've done. So I'll go ahead and link the playlist if you guys want to see how much crazy money I've spent on a bunch of other private signings in the past. You can check that out. And that is it, my friends. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button. Love to have you along. And stick around for, of course, Through the Mail Monday. Every single Monday, we open up TTM request return. So thanks, guys, for watching. Love you all. See ya.